So today's goal is to remove the power steering pump, and I've been reading this book. This is a Porsche 944 repair manual. Alright, so here's what you need. Transfer pump to basically suck the fluid out from the power steering tank right here. Alright guys, so the cap is stuck, so we're gonna try to loosen it. A great way to do it, I mean, I'm not sure if this is the great way, but this is all I can think of, is to use a socket and a hammer. And you see these grooves right here? Just tap on them. There we go. Now it's loose. Ooh, someone just did a burnout. Anyways, we got the cap off and we are seeing some fluids. That's good. And now get your pump and a drain bucket so you don't make a mess. And then put the top hose in here. So I ended up having my friend over to help me to hold down the top hose in the tank while I pump the fluid out. And then we can go underneath the car, and as you can see, here is our power steering pump, and we need to remove the belt, which can be done by loosening this one right here. It's a kind of unique design right here for the tension control. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this, and also we're gonna remove this is the hose from the power steering to the power steering rack. So this is how the fluid is getting transferred to the rack. And on top of that, we got to remove this bigger bolt right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this upper hose is how fluid gets down from the tank to the pump. And unfortunately, I don't have an open end wrench that's as big as that bolt, so we're gonna run to Ace real quick. Alright guys, sorry for the strange angle, but so turned out I didn't have to go to Ace because I found a adjustable wrench. And also, I found out that this bolt right here, from the pump to the rack, this bolt right here is a 19 millimeter, and that big one up there, see if I can focus. Yeah, that big one up there is a 22. So 19 and 22. Alright guys, next we're gonna loosen this 19 and also that 22 to remove the hoses. Make sure you get your drain bucket and catch the fluids, and we should be good. Oh. I'm thinking about doing a power steering delete, but I'm not sure yet. So alright, now we have this hose off. Just gonna let it drain for a little bit, and then take this bolt out, and do not lose it because it is a special bolt. As you can see, there's like holes in between. Alright guys, I have to say I struggled a little bit trying to get the bigger one off. As you can see, I did loosen it, and I did scratch my arm a little bit, so if you guys are doing it, be careful. They are very tight, especially the bigger bolt. So, and one disadvantage of the design here is they have this bracket right here where you can easily cut your fingers here, so just be careful, and that's it. All right, now we can take the upper hose off the pump. So same thing, try not to lose the bolt because they are special. And there we go. This is the 22 millimeter bolt. Alright guys, it's already the next day. Today we are gonna continue to work on this pump, and right now we are gonna remove this tension rod right here. So this one is a 13 millimeter, and I don't think we even have to remove that one. Once you have the 13 millimeter bolt taken out, you can start wiggling the whole pump and try to get it off if it's stuck. As you can see, for me, the belt is already loose, so we can go ahead and take the belt off right now, and if it doesn't come off, just push it inside a little bit and it should be, yeah, just like that. Alrighty guys, we have the power steering pump removed. So right now I'm just gonna go over everything that you need to take out in order to take that pump out of the car. Okay, so first of all, you're gonna have two hoses connected to the power steering pump. This one is the 22 millimeter one. This one connects the tank to the pump, and then this one connects the pump to the rack. So you can have two hoses here, and once you have taken those off, there's gonna be a tensioning rod right here that's gonna be like this, with this side holding the pump, creating tension, and the belt goes right here and also on the pump pulley. I'll show you later, but take this tension rod, remove one side. All you need to do is remove this side, so that's not really that hard to do, and then just let this kind of hang here. Okay, so once you remove this tensioning rod right here, you should be able to twist your power steering pump up and down, at least a little bit. And here comes the tricky part, and let's actually move to the pump so I can get a better demonstration for you guys. Alright, welcome to my secret workshop, and we have the pump right here, and I'll be explaining how to take the pump off the bracket that I just showed you. So as you can see, I have the belt here that goes around this pulley, and also the crank pulley, and up here I have all the hardware for the hoses and the tensioning rod. And once you remove the two hoses, there's going to be a washer here and another washer here, and on top of that there's going to be a second set of washers with the bolt. So make sure when you reinstall the pump, you get two washers here and also for the bolt. So there's going to be two sets of washers. Alrighty guys, Now we're gonna talk about how to remove the pump from the bracket. So right here, so you can see my setup is the same when you see the pump underneath the car. So I'm just gonna explain how to take everything off in order to slide the pump out. So first thing first, you're gonna have a nut in front. I believe this is a 13 millimeter, and same for the rear one, they're all 13 millimeters. So take this nut off. An important thing here is to maybe spray some WD-40 before you do it, because it is a 38-year-old car and the bolts are probably kind of stuck. So spray some WD-40 and take this nut off. Alright, next thing you want to do is on the back of the pump, just loosen this super long bolt right here. It is also a 13 millimeter. So loosen this. And once you remove this super long bolt, keep in mind that there's also a washer behind this. The pin that's holding it should just fall off by itself, or if it doesn't, try to slide it out with your fingers, because this pin should slide out once you take out that bolt. And after you remove the pin and also the longer bolt on the back, it should be pretty straightforward. Just push the whole pump backwards, because there's no more stuff blocking it. Push the whole pump backwards, and you don't even need to worry about this part, because the whole pump will just slide out. Alright guys, so that was a complete tutorial on how to remove your power steering pump from your 944. And one thing to keep in mind is that my car is actually an early car, so I think anything from 1983 to 1985 and a half, they're considered early cars. And I think it has a different design for the power steering pump bracket setup compared to the later cars. So if you have an early car like me, then this is how you remove the power steering pump. But if you have like a later model, like let's say a 1985 and a half or up, then I think there's like one more pin in the front that you need to remove. But I think whatever you do, always review either the repair manual, or you can easily find workshop manuals as a PDF online. So yeah, hopefully this was a somewhat helpful video for all of you Porsche 944 folks, and stay tuned for the next video. I believe it's going to be dropped on February the 13th. So until then, goodbye.